Shalom. I want to begin first and foremost giving our praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jehovah and Jesus. The real name of the Father is Yahweh, which means He exists. The real name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, which means He delivers because He will deliver His people. I want to give all praises in the ancient Hebrew tongue while facing the east towards Jerusalem. Call halal, Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, the water, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. The honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone, Shalom to the 144,000, Shalom to the elect, the nation of Israel, who are the descendants of the slaves identified as the so-called African Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans. My name is Bakala. Today I want to talk about some Revelation 17 updates. Revelation 17, verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. All right, this is all metaphors, all right, except for some of the things in there. It's just literal, like they're gonna hate her, all right, and then they're gonna burn her with fire. All right, the 10 horns is talking about 10 politicians, right? 10 political leaders. The beast is talking about the European Union. Right? The whore is talking about America. Right? So America is has alienated herself. All right, that whore has alienated herself from her former allies. All right, thanks to Nero 47. Got here. I just post. This post on Reddit, and these are pictures of the people that died in Afghanistan, helping out America. All right. They sent people to America, and when America invoked Article 5, of Afghanistan, these countries sent, their soldiers. So this is them receiving the soldiers that died, right? Oh, but in this whole, all the comments in this post, all right, all the comments in this post is just people shitting on America, man. The scope of the betrayal by America's leaders is simply astounding. Never forget, right? Right? I bled and died in wars we started, and that dickhead has the gall to ask what they have done for us. Only nation to invoke Article 5 in these countries sent their sons and daughters to kill and be killed in our name. Nero 47 has set in motion the utter destruction of the USA. There's a fundamental error here. Nero 47 sees this and does not think allies. He thinks suckers, weak, LOL. Tell him you'll nuke the White House and he might listen. I'm only half joking. It ain't gonna be a joke one day. I have former allies at this point. Canadian vet here. We went into Afghanistan because the U.S. asked for help. When your closest ally gets attacked when they call, you accept the charges. Says the feeling of betrayal cuts right to the bone. Traitor Trump. Never trust that country again. So people, hey man, these Europeans, they're gonna hate. They're gonna hate America, man. All right, I was watching this wrestling show, WWE wrestling show on that they held in, I think it was Germany, and one of the wrestlers, he's on the microphone, and he said he made a joke about America, and everybody was cheering, bro. I think he said, "Oh, Americans are too dumb to read" or something like that. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was just like, for real, man. Hey, people hate Americans, bro. All right, Europe wants to avoid any escalation with U.S. over Greenland, says Friedrich Merz. Our European leaders are closing ranks in response to DJT's threat of additional tariffs to force the acquisition of Greenland. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz said Europe would hit back if necessary. All right, you know, Germany and France will not be blackmailed with U.S. tariff threat, finance minister says. The German and French finance minister said on Monday that European powers would not be blackmailed and that there would be a clear and united response to U.S. President Nero 47's threats of higher tariffs over Greenland. I so they're on there's been a lot of back and forth between the EU and the US lately, man. All right, thanks to Nero 47, all right, the current president. All right, thanks to him, man. All right, hey, and thanks to him, this prophecy is coming to pass. All right, they shall hate the whore. All right, European Union, all right, shall hate the whore. Ezekiel 16:35 to 38. Wherefore, O harlot, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus saith Adonai Yahweh, because thy filthiness is poured out, and thy nakedness is discovered through thy whoredoms with thy lovers, and with all the idols of thy abominations, and by the blood of thy children, which thou didst give unto them. Behold, therefore I will gather all thy lovers, or all those countries, the EU, countries America is allied with whom thou hast taken pleasure, all her allies, and all them that thou hast hated, and all them that thou hast loved, with all them that thou hast hated. All right, so America's enemies are gonna, come together with America's allies right now. All right, that's how much they're gonna hate America. I will even gather them round about against thee, and will discover thy nakedness unto them, that they may see all thy nakedness. And I will judge thee as women that break wedlock and shed blood are judged. And I will give thee blood and fury and jealousy. All right, that blood, all right, that's gonna be the nuclear destruction. All right, that's that fury and the jealousy of the Lord. All right, it's gonna be that nuclear destruction. The Lord's gonna judge America with nuclear fire. All right, because America, right, this harlot, right, the whore of Babylon has made herself so hated, right, alienating her allies, her lovers. All right, this is all going to come to pass real soon. All right, Lord willing, man. I'm gonna leave it there. I hope the video is edifying. Shalom.